Welcome, occupational home health care employees, to today's session, continuing education session on abuse, neglect, and exploitation. Today I will start off by teaching you on these three subjects: abuse, neglect, and exploitation. I will start off by providing you a brief description or definition, and then I will end by giving you the policy that we have in place to ensure that these issues are being reported appropriately. So I'll start off by talking to you and telling you what abuse is. Abuse is an infliction or injury, unreasonable confinement, intimidation, or cruel punishment that causes or is likely to cause physical harm or pain or mental anguish. Examples could be sexual abuse or sexual exploitation. It also includes the knowing or including the reckless phase, which is acts of omission or deprivation of essential needs. So essentially, abuse can be physical, it could be sexual as well, okay? And it involves physical pain or the intimidation of pain or sexual exploitation and sexual abuse. The next definition is exploitation, which is an illegal or improper use of an incapacitated or dependent adult or use of that adult's resources for another's profit or advantage. That is exploitation. And the last definition is neglect, which is a threat to an adult's health or welfare by physical or mental injury or impairment, deprivation of essential needs, or lack of protection from these. So now that I've provided you a brief definition of abuse, exploitation, and neglect, I will start off by talking to you about how we handle abuse, neglect, and exploitation here at Occupational Home Health. So, as a home health care worker, immediately upon witnessing an act or upon a complaint or receipt of a complaint by a patient, we will initiate an investigation of known and alleged acts by agency employees, including volunteers and contractors. We will document receipt of the complaint, initiate a complaint investigation within 10 days after the receipt of the complaint, and document all the specifics of said complaint. The investigation and documentation must be complete within 30 days after we receive the complaint report of abuse, neglect, or exploitation, unless we can document a reasonable cause for such delay. We will not retaliate against any person for filing a complaint, presenting a grievance, or providing in good faith information relating to home health care services that we provide. We are not prohibited from terminating any employee for a reason other than retaliation. Once the abuse, neglect, exploitation complaint is provided, a proper DADS provider investigation report will be completed. On said report, it should include the date of the incident, the alleged victim, the alleged perpetrator, any witnesses to said issue or event, the allegation, specifics with regards to injury or adverse effects, assessments made, treatments that may have been required, and summary of investigation and action taken to remedy the issue. That form will then be provided to DAD's complaint intake unit no later than the 10th day after reporting the act to the Department of Family and Protective Services and DADS. Complaints to be investigated include the complaint made by the client's family or guardian, or a client's health care provider regarding treatment or care furnished by the agency, treatment or care that was failed to be furnished by the agency, or lack of respect for the client's property by anyone furnishing services on behalf of the agency. So remember, home health care providers, it is our responsibility to make sure our clients are receiving the care that we have been entrusted to provide them, and to ensure that none of our clients have been or have suffered any acts of abuse, neglect, or exploitation. Thank you.